The white smoke curled into the sky above the Sistine Chapel, signaling a historic moment. The world paused in anticipation. A new leader had been chosen to guide the Catholic Church. From the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, the announcement echoed through the crowd. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of the Philippines had been elected as the next pope. He would take the name Pope Leo XIV. For the first time in history, an Asian leader would sit on the throne of St. Peter, ushering in a new era for the Church. March 6, 2025 would be remembered as a defining moment in Catholic history. The election of Pope Leo XIV was not just about choosing a new leader. It was a reflection of the Church's evolving identity. As Catholicism expanded across the global South, his election symbolized a shift towards inclusivity and renewed global outreach. It was a clear message. This was a church that embraced diversity, fresh perspectives, and a stronger commitment to its spiritual mission. For millions around the world, Pope Leo XIV's election was a beacon of hope. He inherited a church facing deep divisions, external criticism, and social challenges. But he also carried with him a powerful legacy of service, faith, and compassion. His rise to the papacy was the result of decades of dedication to the Church and its people. Luis Antonio Tagle was born in Manila in 1957 to a devout Catholic family. From an early age, he displayed a deep love for theology and learning. Encouraged by his parents, he pursued a path of religious study, eventually entering the seminary. In 1982, he was ordained as a priest. His intellect, humility, and warmth quickly set him apart. He climbed the ranks of the Church, serving as a bishop and, later, the Archbishop of Manila. His ability to connect with people, regardless of their background, made him one of the most beloved figures in modern Catholicism. In 2012, Pope Benedict XVI elevated him to the rank of cardinal. Later, he took on the role of prefect of the congregation for the evangelization of peoples, placing him at the heart of Vatican leadership. This position allowed him to shape the Church's outreach efforts worldwide, preparing him for the role he never expected, to be chosen as the next pope. The process of electing a new pope is filled with secrecy and solemnity. When Pope Francis stepped down due to health reasons, the College of Cardinals gathered to decide the future of the Church. The conclave was one of the shortest in modern history, signaling a strong consensus. There was no doubt. Tagle was the leader the Church needed. As the white smoke drifted into the sky, the world waited in suspense. Then, the announcement came. Habemus Papam, we have a pope. The name Leo XIV was declared, marking the beginning of a new chapter. Across the Philippines, celebrations erupted. Church bells rang, streets filled with joyful crowds, and prayers of gratitude were offered. For Filipinos, this was a historic moment of pride. One of their own had ascended to the highest position in the Catholic Church, but Pope Leo XIV's election was more than a symbolic victory. It was a call to action. He had long been a defender of the poor and marginalized. His sermons often centered on themes of justice, equality, and compassion. His leadership meant a renewed focus on addressing global issues, poverty, social injustice, and climate change. People saw in him a leader who understood their struggles, someone who would advocate for those without a voice. The global response was overwhelmingly positive. World leaders extended their congratulations, expressing hopes for peace and unity under his leadership. Religious figures from different faiths welcomed his election, seeing him as a bridge builder who could promote dialogue and interfaith cooperation. His election was especially significant in Asia, a region where Catholicism was growing rapidly. Many believed it would foster greater recognition and respect for Asian culture within the Church. From the moment he appeared on the balcony, Pope Leo XIV made his vision clear. His words were filled with warmth and humility. He spoke of unity, healing, and renewal. He emphasized the importance of an inclusive church, one that listened to the needs of its people and worked to address the world's greatest challenges. At the core of his mission was social justice. He called on Catholics worldwide to take a more active role in serving their communities, caring for the environment, and uplifting those in need. He believed in a church that was not confined to cathedrals, but one that extended its presence to the streets, among the people. However, his journey ahead was not without challenges. The church was still grappling with the aftermath of past scandals. The sexual abuse crisis had damaged trust, and financial struggles continued to weigh on the Vatican. In Western countries, declining church attendance raised concerns about the future of faith.